So today you are going to be practicing drawing some pumpkins that you see in front of you. We call this an observational drawing. We are observing the pumpkins that are in front of us, drawing them the best we can. So when you are drawing these pumpkins, you want to think about the sizes of the pumpkins. So the pumpkins that you just saw in my picture, I had a very large, almost like an oval shaped pumpkin. So I'm going to draw a nice light oval. And then I had a medium small pumpkin that was to the right side. And then I had an even smaller pumpkin that was down in front and kind of overlaps. It's kind of like a flatter oval. And this is good. This is the first step. So we are drawing the circles. Next, I'm going to add in the stems. The stems don't go at the very tippy top of the pumpkin. They kind of come down in. So the top stem is very close to the top. So I'm going to draw out that stem first, drawing it how I see it. And then I'm going to add in the other stems. This one has a very long stem. And this stem comes way down here. I see a lot of the top of the pumpkin of this one since it's so short, and it kind of curves off to the side. Once you have the stems, then you can erase those lines that intersect through. So I obviously should not see the bottom of any of those pumpkins cutting through this one here. And no lines cutting through my stems. Now that I've erased, and obviously the lighter you draw, the easier it is to erase. Now I'm going to draw the lines from the stem that curve down to the bottom. So just like you see in your pumpkin, you shouldn't have too many, just a few lines that come down and curve. This one has some very deep curves, and some of those curves go to the back. Once you have your lines, then you're going to add curves to connect. And this is where a lot of friends get confused. It's just a gentle curving line because we see that this makes a nice bump. Those pumpkins aren't completely round. And some of them, we just round them just a wee little bit. And some of them kind of curve up at the top. So we're just making those curving lines to make our pumpkin look a little bit more of a pumpkin shape. We don't want to go too far down and make too big of bumps. So adding my curving lines. So on that one, you just see only just a few. Now that I have my curving lines, I can erase my extra lines. So then I would erase some of the lines that are at the bottom that I no longer need. And I tried to keep those lines nice and light. So now they look more like three-dimensional pumpkins. So you want to practice drawing these out, and then if you'd like to, you can add color to these. So this is going to be a practice drawing today. Next week we're going to do somewhat of the same thing, but then we will be adding color to a final drawing.